What's up, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another informative video. Hope everybody's doing well out there on this Thursday evening. I'm doing pretty good myself. Shout out to Annette D for sending me this story right here, which is very, very twisted to the fullest. You understand? And hey, look, this is a warning to all of the ladies out there. You know, don't befriend transgender dudes. Okay, simply because they want to replace y'all. And then on top of it, it's like they want to have their cake and eat yours too. As in this case right here, it says female inmate claims she was raped by transgender inmate who was placed in Illinois prison, women's prison. Number one, the person had no business being placed in a women's prison just because they claim to be something they're not. I just wanted to give y'all a little view of who this person is claiming to be, something that they're not. This guy right here claimed to have been raped and sexually abused at a prison where he was when he was put in with men. Okay, so in other words, his name is Janiyah Monroe now. Okay, and actually, what happened was wherever he was before in a male's prison, he got sexually abused, so he says. So he identified as a woman. Listen at this twisted shit. And got moved to a female prison. Okay? Whereas now he's allegedly raping women. Okay? Now y'all see the twisted shit in this situation right here. Just twisted all over. And I don't know who's worse. This dude right here or the system for obliging him into what he, and enabling him into what he claims to be. He is not a woman. But back to the story. A female inmate at Logan Correctional Facility, Illinois' largest women's prison, has claimed in a lawsuit that she was raped by a transgender inmate, a biological male transferred from a men's prison. The female, whose name is not revealed in the lawsuit, also alleges Illinois Department of Correctional officials covered up the rape and punished her for reporting it, claiming the rape allegations was false. I don't believe they were false. But to continue, the transfer of the transgender inmate from male to female prison has been a contentious policy within IDOC. The women's attorneys wrote in the lawsuit, in an attempt to justify the transfers, dependents Todd Sexton's, Beatrice Calhoun, Brent Keller, and currently other unknown IDOC employees covered up the sexual assault of plaintiff and tried to falsely classify it as consensual, to keep it from being considered a PREA, Prison Rape Elimination Act violation. Sexton and Keller are correctional officers at the Logan prison, while Calhoun is the warden. Alan Mills, head of the Chicago-based Uptown People's Law Center, confirmed to Chicago's PBS affiliate that one of his clients, Janiyah Monroe, is the defendant in the lawsuit. Monroe, a biological male who identifies as a woman, has previously filed suit to be transferred to a woman's prison. Mills asserted that while Monroe had been accused of sexual assault in other cases since moving to Logan in April 2019, the cases were largely without merit and in some instances driven by transphobia. Now, what do you mean transphobia? When I be hearing the word phobia, I'm looking at I'm thinking you scared of something. Number one, I got a phobia of, rats. I don't like rats. You know what I mean? I don't want them near me or whatever. I'm scared of them, right? No, there is no transphobia. Nobody's scared of no demented, person that's just basically, I would say, mentally ill. Because you can't identify as something that you are not. If you are male, that's what you are. Regardless, if you are female, you can't identify yourself as a male because you're not. You wasn't born that. You wasn't born with the equipment, and that's just all there is to it. But to continue, and be that as it may be, I know some people, you know, uh, may become upset about what I'm talking about, but that's just because it's the truth. You can't. You are not. If you are a man, that's what you are. You are not a woman. You see? But to continue, transphobia exists everywhere, both out here on the streets and in prison. So it's not surprising that there are some people who feel uncomfortable with her presence, and that means his presence, in a woman's prison, Mills said. He ain't got no business in no woman's prison. And that's what I'm talking about. They never should have even obliged him, moving him to a woman's prison around women. Here they go twisting up shit again, thinking that men are supposed to be able to identify as something they're not, women. They can go in women's restrooms. You understand what I mean? Rape women, probably molest children, little girls and stuff like that, or what have you. You see my point? This shit is twisted. This is twisted. And the system is part of it. What kind of shit is that? It makes no sense to me whatsoever. Back over here. Oh, what a job. A fucked up job at that. This is. You understand? From what I understand, that this guy right here has a long criminal record. You know what I mean? Attempted murder a couple times. You know what I'm saying? And as they said, there's been other rape cases on this person right here. You understand? But see, when he got up there around the other rapist, you know what I mean, that looked at his ass as soft, where he was in prison, that motherfucker said, like, well, I'm a woman. I want to be moved to a woman's prison. I'm a woman. I identify as a woman. See? I identify as a billionaire. Where do I get the money to prove that? You know why? Because I am not. You see what I'm saying? I can identify what the fuck I want to identify as being, but if I'm not that, if I don't fit the criteria, guess what? I'm not that. That's basically what it boils down to. This shit is sick. It's off the chain. It's crazy. It's all kinds of twisted. And like I said to the ladies, watch your backs. Watch your backs, because things like this you see before you wants to replace you. You understand? They want to be you. They want to replace you. You can't trust dudes like anybody coming to you trying to be something that they're not when it comes down to whatever you want to, this flip-flopping shit. You a male, but you say you a woman. You a woman, but you acting and walking like a man. You see? And it clearly says in the word that a man is not to take the part of a woman in a sexual act even, and vice versa. A woman is not to take the place of a man in a sexual act. Other words, a man ain't got no business running around like he a woman wearing a dress, and vice versa. A woman has no business running around wearing pants as a man. As a man, okay? Walking like you a man. See? When you can hear a lot of the Hebrew Israelite camps that be out there and say, well, one of the commandments for a woman is not to wear pants. But in this society, pants are different. You know what I mean? For between a male and a female's pants. If a male puts on a female's pants, you're going to see it's something awfully twisted about that, because they was not made for her. You see what I mean? I mean, for him. Vice versa. When you see one of these wannabe she-he's, whatever you want to call it, walking around here with male pants on, how does it look? It just don't look right. That's because those male pants wasn't fit for her. That's basically what it boils down to, It's twisted. It's all kinds of crazy and messed up. But, we got to be vigilant. We got to gravitate more to the Most High. You know what I mean? In the name of the Son, the Hamashiach, the Messiah, which a lot of people don't believe in, but rather worship ancestors. And it is so crazy. But I guess it's part of the strong delusion. And also part of the great falling away. Because the Father did say in his word, before the Antichrist show up, there will be a great falling away first. We were said that we were gonna see this kind of stuff right here. But a great falling away. Other words, you rather praise ancestors, and ancestors just people that lived before you. Okay? But what a lot of you don't understand that do this, that praises ancestors, is that this is why you in the curses you be in now, which is in Deuteronomy 28. Check them out. Fits what black people, so-called black people, are going through to a T. All right? Fits it to a T for those of you that don't understand. Ancestors did all that. Okay? They walked contrary to the Most High. And guess what? They were punished for doing that. And the Father said he was going to punish up to the third and fourth and fifth, however many generations who walked just like the ancestors did. See? We're still being punished. Still being punished. But we're going to come out of it eventually. But it's going to be a shedding. It's going to be a great shedding first. You know, and all these ancestor worshipers ain't going to make it. You just ain't going to make it. Come out, praises to the ancestors. Well, some people that lived before us that was fucking up. That's crazy. It's crazy and don't make sense. Matter of fact, you see like this one right here before this, DNA. Ancestors was doing what this right here is doing too. And you praising that? You praising this? Ancestors was murdering. Ancestor was stealing, cheating. You understand what I mean? Going against his brother, stabbing his brother in the back, screwing his wife. Ancestors were doing all that. The ancestor, as far as the women go, screwing her husband's best friend. Ancestors was doing all of that. Getting pregnant by her husband's best friend and lying to her husband saying it's his. Was doing all that. These are the people that you worship, that you say, all praises to the ancestors. Yeah, right. See? You want to keep this demonic ass system, you know what I mean, used as a rod of iron on us when you do that. Not me. Not me. See? So y'all better come up out of this shit. But it's your choice, because the thing is, whether you come up of it or not, you know, the thing is that you will be affected if you don't. I'm going to tell you that. Because there will be a shedding. And that shedding going to be them 2/3 that going to have that weeping and gnashing of teeth. And cast in the outer darkness in the pits of hell. You understand what I mean? For the flames that was prepared for the devil and his angels. You going to be right with them. All these ancestor worshipers. You better start thanking the Most High for the Hamashiach who came here and put his light down for you. You understand? That's what you better do for your own sake. But if you want to keep worshiping the ancestors and people that act just like, some of them that act just like this. Matter of fact, I can tell you this. The people of Sodom and Gomorrah was ancestors. Them your ancestors too. All of them. All of them, yeah. Them was your ancestors. Look what happened to them. Look what happened to them. Google for the, I know y'all know, but just in case you don't, Google Sodom and Gomorrah. Read about Sodom and Gomorrah. It'll tell you all about your ancestors. Matter of fact, this fucked up job you looking at right now, hey, he's from that ilk right there. That's where he comes from. That's what he's all about. He's a sodomite. All right? That's what that is. So no, I ain't down with the ancestor worship. See? Ancestors was some wicked asses. Matter of fact, who was it? Korah? You know, when the Father led the children of Israel out of Egypt, when he parted that Red Sea, you understand? Well, actually, Moses, you know, he worked through Moses to do it, but when he parted that Red Sea, you know what I mean? And went, you know, all through there, you know, and went on when he passed through that water, you know, when they were out in the wilderness. Oh, man, you know, a lot of them was just, you know, crying about this, crying about that. And there was one group led by one man named Korah. Korah. That's what they called him in the word. And he kept shit going. He kept shit going. You know, he wasn't about to write either. He was an ancestor. You understand? And the Most High told Moses, say, I'm tired of them with the way they carrying on and this and that. And he was going to get rid of them. But this what happened. Moses kept interceding for them. You know, he kept interceding for them. He's trying to get them straight and try to get them, hey, y'all need to stop this or else. Basically, I'm putting it in those words, right? They kept on and kept on and kept on. And the Most High said, y'all back up. And you know what it means when somebody say, back up. Y'all back up. He tell y'all, get back up. And what he did from Korah and all of the rest of those ancestors that kept that shit up, kept shit going, you know what I mean, and what have you, he opened up the earth. He caused a small earthquake within that vicinity where all of the ones he wanted that earth to swallow up. And guess what? Korah and them is no more. Those ancestors right there got their ass ate up by the earth. Just say that. Okay? So you ancestor praisers and worshipers and all of that kind of stuff, y'all better come out of your ignorances. All right? Come up out of that strong delusion. See? And the only way you're going to do that is to seek the face of the Most High. That's the only way you're going to do that. Well, that's all I got on this one. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this twisted story. I can imagine. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Please remember, people, to live your life as though we are being watched. Simply because we are. This is James, and I'm out. Peace.